Have you ever wondered if you could get paid for all those hours you spend online? Well, there's a browser extension called SurfyBee that says you can. But you know how it is in the digital world, free usually comes with a catch. So the big question is getting paid to browse really worth the price? Let's dig in and find out.
So, this is the big promise, right on their official page. Get paid for the time you spend on the internet. I mean, who wouldn't want that? It sounds fantastic. Turn all that scrolling into actual cash. But, we gotta ask, how does that promise actually stack up in the real world?
All right, so let's start with the promise itself. The whole pitch is about easy money. They present it as this super simple way to monetize something you're already doing anyway, just browsing the web. It's really designed to sound like a no-brainer.
And the process they lay out looks just as easy. Step 1, install the extension. Step 2, watch some videos, view some ads. Step 3, earn money. And Step 4, you can withdraw it once you've made just 3 cents. I mean, it sounds almost too good to be true, right?
Okay, but what does it actually take to earn that money? What are you really doing? And maybe the most important question of all, how much can you realistically expect to make? This is where we start to see the promise. And then the reality.
So the main way you earn is by watching videos. Pretty simple. An advertiser pays surf.b to get their video in front of people, and you get a tiny, tiny piece of that pie. You click play, a little timer counts down, and when it's done, you have to solve one of those prove you're not a robot puzzles. Pass that, and you get your reward.
But here's the kicker. To earn a single dollar, just $1, you'd have to watch something like 2,700 videos. Now think about that. Each one is about 20 seconds, plus the time it takes you to click and solve that CAPTCHA. The sheer amount of work you have to put in for such a tiny reward, it's honestly just staggering.
Now, to be fair, the payout threshold is super low, just 3 cents. It's one of the lowest you'll find anywhere, which makes it feel like you can get your money out really fast. But you gotta remember, even earning those 3 cents means watching dozens and dozens of videos.
And when it's finally time to cash out, here are your options. You've got Payout, WebMoney, Kiwi, a few others. But what's missing? The big one, right? PayPal isn't an option, and for a lot of people, that's probably going to be a deal breaker.
Okay, so the money you earn is, well, it's pretty minuscule. But the cost isn't just about your time. Let's take a look at the fine print, because this is where you find out what you're really signing away when you click Agree.
When you make an account, you're not just signing up for a service. You're accepting what's called a public offer. And under the laws of the Russian Federation, where the company is based, this is a legally binding contract. That little click you make, it's the same as signing on the dotted line.
And this contract is pretty one-sided, to say the least. Your job is clear. Don't hurt their reputation. Don't cheat the system. But their rights, they're huge. They can change the rules of the game whenever they want. They can even change how much they pay you. And they don't need your permission to do it.
And get this, according to their own agreement, they have the right to lock or even permanently delete your account and any money you've earned at any time. And they don't even have to give you a reason. That means all your effort could just poof, disappear. You have zero security.
It doesn't stop there. By signing up, you also give them the right to use anything you write about them. So that feedback you leave, that review you post, it can become their next ad. Your own words used as their marketing, forever. So we've talked about your time, we've talked about your legal rights, but there's one more big price you pay, and honestly, it might be the most valuable thing of all. Your personal data. What is this little extension watching while you're just living your life online?
Browser extensions are these powerful little programs. They can be awesome, adding cool features to your browser. But for them to work, they often need permission to see and even change things on the websites you visit. And that access, well, that's the heart of the privacy trade-off. So that brings us back to the real price. In exchange for those tiny fractions of a penny, what data is SurfyBee actually collecting?
Well, if you look at their own privacy disclosure on the Chrome store, it's all right there. The extension collects your web history, your user activity, that means what you click on, how long you stay on a page, and even the content of the websites you visit. It's basically a window into your entire online life. And this really taps into a feeling I think we all have. Research shows that most of us suspect we're being tracked online, but we're kind of hazy on the details. Like, who's collecting the data? What exactly are they taking? And what are they doing with it? Okay, so let's pull all of this together. We've looked at the promise, the reality of the earnings, that scary legal agreement, and the data privacy. So what's the final verdict here? It really comes down to this trade-off.
On the pro side, yeah, it's a legitimate platform. It does pay out. It has that super low payout threshold, and it's available pretty much everywhere. But then you look at the con side, and it's a long list. The rewards are incredibly low, you don't have convenient payout options like PayPal, and most importantly, you're required to give up significant legal rights and a ton of your personal data.
And this conclusion from a review site, paidfromsurveys.com, really hits the nail on the head. They say, basically, if you're looking to actually earn extra cash, this isn't the place. The rewards are just too low. There are way better options out there.
So in the end, it leaves us with a really fundamental question about how we use the internet today. You're trading 3 of your most valuable assets: your time, your data, and your attention. The real question isn't whether surf.b will pay you a few pennies. It's, what are those things really worth to you?